Hello ladies, welcome back to the Vital Femme MD program. I'm your host, Dr. Jessica Poland. I'm a fellowship trained maternal fetal medicine physician, which is a subspecialty of obstetrics and gynecology. I'm also a mother of 4. Today we are going to be talking about a topic that's near and dear to my heart, both personally and professionally, which is why do I feel like a different person after having my baby? So this is the part about having a baby that no one really talks to you about. It's not just the sleepless nights, the physical recovery, the emotional overwhelm. It's in these quiet moments in the night, you might look at yourself and think, I just don't feel like myself anymore. And it can be very confusing because you might really love your baby, but still feel disconnected, anxious, or like you're operating on empty, or a combination of all of those things. If that sounds familiar, there may be something deeper going on than just new mom stress. In fact, I created a quick postpartum depletion quiz. This can help you understand your body and nervous system and what they may actually be experiencing, whether it's emotional overload, hormonal depletion, or nervous system exhaustion. You can take the quiz after the video or whenever you'd like. The link's below, and it's totally free. Now, let's talk about what's really happening because yes, you are very different after having your baby, but it's not in the way that most people think. Motherhood isn't simply a life event, it's actually an identity shift. So before the baby, your time was yours. Your body was yours, your thoughts, your routines, your sense of control. And now, as you know, everything has shifted. You're responsible for a human life. That responsibility alone changes how your brain prioritizes everything. Even if you love being a mom, you can still, from time to time, miss portions of yourself that used to be prior to baby. That doesn't make you ungrateful, it makes you human. And there's something else happening that most people really don't talk about. Your brain has literally changed. So after pregnancy, areas of the brain that are involved in empathy, vigilance, and threat detection becomes more active. That means that you are biologically wired to be more alert, more protective, and more emotionally responsive. So if you feel more anxious, more overstimulated, like you can't turn your brain off, that's not random. That's a neurobiological mama bear response. Your body system is in a heightened state of awareness because your body has been redesigned, rewired in your brain to protect your baby. Here's the part no one teaches you about. There's actually no switch that will turn that on and off. So while your brain is hyper-focused on the baby, mom, who's actually taking care of you? Because postpartum isn't just physical recovery, it's mental load, it's emotional labor, it's constant invisible decision making. And this is particularly true the more children you have because you're still trying to take care of them, pack the lunch, do the school schedule summer camps. So even when you look like you're resting, your brain is still running. You're tracking feed, you're tracking sleep, you're tracking diaper changes, milestones, you're tracking everything. You are the CEO of your household. And over time, that creates something called cognitive overload, emotional depletion. What does this look like? Irritability, brain fog, emotional numbness, feeling like you've lost motivation. Not because something's wrong with you, but because your system is just maxed out. Additionally, there's your body. So even when you're told healing is normal, your body may not actually feel like your new home yet. I like to think of it as though you've just moved into a new house, you haven't set up your bed, you're still sleeping on the air mattress, you haven't hung your pictures, you're relying upon takeout, which you may or may not fully enjoy, you're not cooking yet, you don't feel like you're home. That's how your body is after you've had a baby and you're in that recovery period. Sometimes that can be prolonged past the 6 weeks. Recovery is ongoing. That physical unfamiliarity can deepen the emotional disconnection. Because when your body feels different, your sense of self changes with it. However, ladies, here's what I want you to know. You're not supposed to go back to the person you were before you had your baby. You're supposed to transition into someone who's new, someone who is better than she was before. The goal is not to return to your old self. It's to rebuild yourself with intention during this new season. That starts very small. No pressure, not perfection. Small anchors, though, that return you back to you. Movement, sunlight, nourishment, 10 minutes of quiet that belong just to you, reconnecting with things that remind you you're still a woman in addition to being a mother. So if this resonates with you, don't ignore it. Take the postpartum depletion quiz linked below this video. It will help you understand what your body and nervous system may actually be asking for right now. And if you've been feeling like a different person after having a baby, you're not broken, you're in transition, and you don't have to figure it out alone.